Microphone check.
Talk about movies.
Microphone check.
Movies.
Bienvenido, mi gente,
Hey,
a
don't
otro
forget.
Revolú. Siguen hablando, pero es así, porque hay un descon siempre.
Siempre un descon.
Siempre
Don't forget about Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Sigan a Tiquitón. Y aquí con ustedes,
Tiquitón,
Mr. Renny
Call of Duty.
and
YouTube.
Pito.
Chequea, tengo unos tiros ahí,
Y
cabrón.
él sigue hablando, pues no. Y ahí está Tiquitón y Mike.
E Mike.
Nos fuimos, mi gente.
That means end.
I know.
So, we're talking about
And it begins.
talking
And it begins.
about movies, talking about
TV shows.
TV shows, religions, but
Bad Bunny.
Somehow all connected
you know what happens in
towards-
concert? Yeah, because I said I was gonna go to the Bad Bunny concert.
Never mind.
Yeah.
But you know what happens in concert?
What
Like
happens?
nowadays,
What?
like, people are smoking more weed.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Why call it
Because
weed
it's
though?
legal
Okay, so
now
what do you want to call it?
in certain areas.
Either
Sorry.
cannabis or medicine.
Cannabis, weed, marijuana, Mary Jane, whatever you want to
Marijuana
call
was a created name. That
Dope.
that was after the fact.
it. Dope.
I think marijuana
Reefer.
was referred towards a Mexican cigarette back in the days.
True.
It should be either called
Grass.
ganja.
Ganja, that's
grass,
the Jamaican guys.
Grass
out there
sounds stupid. I don't think that was created before ganja.
We got grass out front.
Yeah, that's not grass though.
So what is it?
The
It should be
devil's
either-
lettuce.
It should be either ganja, herb, or cannabis.
The devil's lettuce.
Or medicine.
Call it whatever you
Because-
want. Medicine. There we go. See, and that's what I was leading
This
to.
shit, this shit's like it's like grabbing an orange off a tree and ingesting it. In other words, you know what I'm saying?
Except on
Well, you
this
gotta
one,
peel
you,
it.
you
You-
take it from
no
the tree,
peeling.
you go, ah! If you touch that, you're going to get locked up for 10 years.
or
messed
25
But
years,
you
30
didn't
years.
know that
yeah.
though.
We demonize nature.
So why is it illegal?
Because it's good for you. I guess,
Because
man.
it's good for you, but
You want the backstory?
there is
Yeah.
definitely a
So there is
backstory.
a story.
Backstory on it.
It would
because it's a good question.
It would destroy the lumber industry. It would destroy the
Espérate, espérate. But it's
know
a good
about it.
question.
I'm
It's a
just
good
saying.
question. Why do they make it illegal?
That's why.
Why? Oh, I don't know about the backstory, pero it's a good question
what?
for everybody.
I'm-
Why is marijuana? Is it that harmful, compared to alcohol, which is legal,
No.
right?
It's not.
It's not.
No.
So
Why?
So what's the backstory, Mr. Lumberjack?
I'm the
So,
lumber. I'm the lumber.
Mike, you can help me out a little bit out there. But from
got
what
the
I
story.
remember, the paper mills back in the 1700s or 1800s
Dude.
were
18th, I think.
losing money because they were using hemp.
Which was the original
Right.
shit they used for making paper.
Correct.
Yeah, hemp. Yeah.
Well, hold on. Before we go on there, before you lay that out,
Yeah.
God.
the first Levi's jeans were made out of hemp fiber, right?
right.
The word canvas comes from cannabis,
Yeah, cannabis. Yeah.
because they used to make the
Paintings.
canvas for that with that.
Yeah.
They had hemp rope, right? The United States Constitution or some of the first Declaration Papers were written on hemp
on it.
paper, and
that's-
the first King James Bible
There
was
was nothing
printed
else out
on
there.
hemp paper. So that was the standard, but it took slave labor to make it happen, right?
Yes.
So and to process hemp is far easier than.
So they weren't making that much.
No,
money.
far harder. I'm sorry than
It's
the
easier.
regular because
Paper
it
mill.
took a lot. Yeah, so it took a lot of labor. But then they made this machine. I think it's called the decorder. I don't know what it is, but it processed the hemp fibers without slave labor.
The
Right.
quarter the judicial system.
That's what
That's it.
a Dana Carvey reference.
Yes.
So yes,
it up, bitch.
so the back then that was the main like that was
Right.
the vibe. Like this has been around for a while, right? And then
And we used to also trade it to other countries, hemp.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
one of our number one exports in this country was hemp.
it was vital to our independence.
Correct. And these rich owners that created paper mills wanted to basically push their product. And one way to do that is by buying out the competition or telling somebody that that's bad. You shouldn't let them sell that. And basically tell people that hemp is no longer needed and we should go paper.
And at that time, the DuPont family
A different type of paper because they're already making
Like from
paper,
lumber,
like-
from
gotcha.
from trees.
Yeah.
So
Right.
the DuPont family had a new chemical that they just had made, and it was supposed to be used to extract wood pulp and make it easier to make paper. So that with this paper company, I think he also owned a newspaper and
Correct, yes.
like a tabloid or something of that time.
Yeah.
And it was called Hearst Paper Company, I believe it was. So he was like, "Yo, no, like I'm gonna demonize the crap out of this." So they linked up with local governments.
Demonized.
And bro, they made this movie called
Monopoly.
Reefer Madness. Have you seen it?
So you're talking about there was a war?
You ever heard of this?
Have you
though?
seen Reefer Madness?
No, I have not.
Okay, so there's a movie.
this
It's
is real.
in black and white,
It's real.
and
This happened.
Basically,
This happened.
that just happened. Actually, not just happened.
Facts.
They made this movie.
No, I know. True
They,
life.
they
a real
smoke
movie.
they smoke weed and they go crazy and they will kill someone, right?
Or themselves.
So back in the day,
That was the propaganda that they pushed.
correct. And then and like JC said, like marijuana was a leaf that some native to Mexico or something like that. I don't know, but they decided to name that marijuana, right? Because it has some racist connotations behind it because it was associated with Mexicans and they were like trying to say, hey,
It's a Spanish name.
It comes
Yes.
from that. Trust me.
and then
Yeah, it's a Spanish name.
I looked it up.
so
Marijuana.
they
From where I got
they
arrested.
made this new drug that came out, marijuana, illegal. But meanwhile, doctors were still prescribing cannabis and something like that. And they started getting in trouble. They're like, "What? Oh, this is illegal now." And they're like, "What's illegal? Marijuana. What's marijuana? Oh, it's cannabis. What? It's the same thing. I've been doing this for years.
Yeah,
what are you
we've
talking
been
about?"
doing this.
Yeah.
But then other drugs have been the same way. Morphine and all that
Whoa.
stuff. And also,
Come on now. Come on now.
what was the other one that he used on people?
Penicillin.
No, psychedelics also. They used to prescribe.
LSD.
Yes, LSD. They used to prescribe LSD. And now, all of a sudden,
That's
it's illegal.
crazy.
Because it was waking people up.
No, exactly. So it opens your mind
Isn't it you
up and this
can't-
and that. So
Yeah, you can't go buy morphine, but when you're in severe pain, they give you morphine.
Yes.
It's kind of it's messed up how the system works, isn't it? It really is if you think about it. It's illegal for you to go buy morphine, but the doctor can give it to you if you're in severe pain. Like it's a catch-22. Like what kind of country do we live in here?
What
Like,
if I'm in like a lot of pain and I just want a shot of morphine? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but
Make me pay for it.
well, if
Isn't morphine
No,
a
they'll
sign
give
of,
it to
of
you.
heroin
Well,
though?
they
Isn't
you talking about a doctor will.
Yeah.
isn't heroin morphine the same thing?
No.
No,
it's-
no.
Morphine is like
Yeah.
a safer version of it.
It's close though, isn't it?
Morphine's
A medical,
opiate. It's
a
an
prescribed
opiate.
version.
It's medical heroin. Yeah.
Hold on, didn't we have
It's an opioid.
It's an opioid, right?
Yeah.
Which comes from heroin and poppy seeds.
Yes.
But in order to
Just like
have,
us,
but
cotton.
we've had a huge surge in that over recent years. But in order for that to happen, wouldn't there have to be like a huge production of
Yeah. Pharmacists.
Where's it produced?
Gee,
Produced?
yeah.
I
Big
Afghanistan?
pharma.
think it was in Afghanistan for
Yeah,
20
it
years.
was.
I wonder why.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was.
but
Hold on. Oh,
Most
let
of
me
the-
let me solidify the back to the weed topic, right?
most of the heroin,
Don't laugh.
opioid.
check this
comes
out.
I knew
from
where you were going with
Afghanistan.
that.
All right, this is a quote.
Well, we're talking about marijuana.
Yes, this is a quote by
Juana.
John
Adams.
I'm sorry.
Ehrlichman, who was
trying to quit
the
smoking.
assistant to the president of domestic affairs under President Richard Nixon. Okay,
I am not a crook.
Did you get that?
right?
So that's when it was made
I'm
illegal.
trying to quit smoking.
The drug,
I'm sorry.
the war on drugs started under Nixon, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so check this out. This is his quote. You want to know what this war on drugs was really about? This is an actual quote, okay? The Nixon campaign in 1968 and the Nixon White House right after that had two enemies, the anti-war left and black people. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
And that's not saying me. That's just,
I'm responding.
Wasn't a question
Can I
for us.
it says,
respond?
we couldn't make it illegal to be either against the war or black, but by getting the public to associate the hippies with marijuana and
Wow.
and the blacks with heroin,
Wow.
and then criminalizing both heavily, we could disrupt those communities.
Who's this
We
saying this?
could arrest their leaders, raid their homes, break up their meetings, and vilify them night after night on the evening news. Did we know we were lying about the drugs? Of course we did.
Who wrote this?
This was John Ehrlichman, the assistant to the president of domestic affairs under President Richard Nixon.
Can we get a
Holy
picture of this
shoot.
guy?
I think that's
So it was done to control.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it
surprise,
makes,
surprise.
You know what? You know,
I don't believe that, but yeah.
he looks like the bad guy from The Last Dragon.
Yeah, that's
From
that's
you know
that's straight
Leroy,
up.
showing
So-
off.
So that was to
He looks like the bad guy.
criminalize marijuana.
It was to control certain communities.
Yeah, communities.
Right. So like, think of this. Why is the whole concept of a substance illegal for me to put it in my body, whatever it may be?
A natural
Uh,
substance. yeah.
Because right now, if I wanted to, I can go buy bleach.
It's your body.
and drink
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And that's
Right.
that's not illegal. But if I take
Yeah.
a plant from the earth that has thousands and
True.
thousands of years, I can't. That's illegal. Why? Because
because
you're
it-
looking out for me.
because it has-
because of the social implications.
Because it has helpful
benefits.
benefits.
So they're trying to control.
So they don't want you
they
to
wanna
live
sell
longer.
drugs.
They don't want you to live longer. They want you to die
No, I think
No, they want you
I
to
think
spend
it-
more money.
I think
and die quicker.
the criminalization of it helps in so many different ways. So like it helps control
Taxes.
money,
Yeah.
influence. It also it helps preserve the programming that you've been given throughout your education. You know, you go through a 12-step program
should.
of seeing reality a certain way.
Yeah.
You puff on something, you see a different view. You have or
It
you have
opens
some
your
kind, you
eyes.
have some kind of
Yeah.
experience because you've been looking at life this way the whole time. All of a sudden, you move this way, even for a fraction of a moment.
Bro, we should
and you
buy
came
some
back.
land.
That's why it's illegal.
We should buy a lot of land and become like a
Growers,
no. Well, on the side.
farmers,
No. On the side we grow, but the main thing
corn.
is just funeral home, man. Let's just start burying people. We'll
escalated.
That's a good business.
That went way faster than I thought I was going to say.
I'm just saying.
What you been whiffing on?
I'm been whipping on that Revolut Lab juice.
He's been watching Ozark.
Great
I
Yeah.
actually haven't.
Great show. Great
Super.
I know.
show.
I know.
Great
It's a
Super
show.
show.
Great show.
Oh,
I only
love
watched
it.
the
Indeed.
first 2 seasons, and I know
Love
it's
it.
good.
But going back to the weed,
I'm just saying, man.
and since then, there's what 19 states that are legalized now.
It's getting there.
So we are.
We're waking up to the reality that you can't criminalize nature.
It's still illegal federally at the federal level.
Yeah.
So if you have a federal job, you still get drug tested,
Yep.
even though it's out there. And tobacco is worse than smoking weed, right? So,
I'm not again now.
but
if-
it's legal.
It depends on what you're doing, right? If you know whoever smokes, that's their thing. You know
Exactly.
So like, but if you are gonna be doing a surgery on me, I'd rather you not smoke. And if you are the type
Yes.
of doctor that says, you know what, no, I smoke when I do my surgeries, then I'd be like, okay, now I'm gonna choose a different doctor. But I'm not gonna tell him how to do his job. But I again, that's weird because that's not a good example. I don't think anybody
Yeah,
should be
because they
under-
scrub the shit
I don't
out
want
of
any.
their hands.
Yeah, I don't. I'm like, did I leave a Cheeto in there? I really wanted a Cheeto. Open it up.
What doctor you been going to, bro?
16 states is completely legalized.
16. See, so I was wrong. I
So-
said 19.
So
Wow.
it's time. It's time. You know, again, I'm not pushing for it because I'm not for or against that, but I am for allowing nature to be legal. Like, come on, that's a little.
Yeah, it's like legalizing or
a little paranoid.
making mangoes illegal. Or it's
Oh,
like
you don't want none of this.
plátano. Exactly.
Mangoes are good too.
Yes.
Mangoes are good.
Dude, imagine, bro.
Plátano.
If they made mangoes illegal,
Oh,
Actually,
they'll
I
be
Puerto Rico, los
street.
plátano.
They're gonna be street deals. Like, tengo un manguito
think it's
aquí, papá.
18. I think it's 18.
18.
Seriously, bro.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
And the
8,
profit
9,
these-
Actually,
10, 11,
I will read.
12,
Let me
13,
read
14,
before he finishes
15,
counting.
16, 17,
It says,
18.
as of June
18.
2022, recreational marijuana was legal in 19 states.
19.
19 states.
Which
So I
one
was
was
right.
it?
Going back to me.
Which one am I missing?
and by looking at that map right there,
Yeah.
it's all West Coast.
Most of the West Coast. Yeah. California.
I'm looking at the
Arizona.
I'm looking at the South, and it's
Hawaii.
a lot of gray. There's no green in the
yeah.
South.
Not
Florida's
yet.
gonna be the first one in the south
And why is that?
I think so. It was close. I don't know when they're coming back.
because of Morgan and Morgan.
You know why?
19. I see the 19.
A lot
Morgan
of
and Morgan.
the pharmaceutical companies and the tobacco companies are out of where? Most of them are in the
In the
South.
south, yeah.
True.
Yep.
Because people say pharmaceuticals, but don't forget tobacco. They're against it too.
True.
They don't want it because
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
want
They're
to
gonna
stop
lose
the
money.
cigarettes.
Exactly.
I can't make money off the patent
But
of nature.
Philip Morris has been buying up land to starting planting their
Oh,
own
bro.
plants. I don't know if you saw
You
that.
don't- you
They're
don't
ready
think-
for it.
Bro, you don't think you're gonna find a Newport fucking
Oh, yeah.
weed
It's coming.
pack or
Yep.
marijuana?
They're preparing
It's like
for it.
2-in-1.
Exactly.
Yep.
You're gonna get the mint and the fucking marijuana. Guaranteed. Remember I said it today.
Mar- what?
Newport, call me.
And all the chemicals.
But
I
even
came up
though-
with that shit.
Even though those laws, it's legal here, legal there, yo creo que va a ser, o sea, todavía va a haber personas que they're gonna think that's bad. Like
It's bad.
they've
And,
been with that
Conditioned.
Brainwashed.
all
and it
these
goes
years.
and it goes back
So
to the
they will
religion
stay.
beliefs.
They will stay to. Oh, that's bad. I'm not gonna do that. That's bad for you.
Completely agree. And it goes back to the religion and beliefs.
Makes no
Yeah.
sense.
Goes right
right?
to that. Yeah.
Because
it does.
there's certain religions out there that are, oh, weed? What?
Oh no.
Or whatever,
The
When
gate-
God
whatever it
created
might
the
be.
creation, he looked at it and said it was good, all of it, but not that.
Exactly. Like caffeine. There's certain religions.
That's a
caffeine.
drug. That's a drug.
It's out there.
Drogas.
It grows.
And it's a drug. So when
But it
people are like,
grows.
I don't do drugs, but they're drinking coffee with sugar. Sugar's a drug.
Thank
It's a
you.
stimulant.
Well,
yeah.
It is.
technically.
It's
It is.
100%.
Coffee,
Yeah.
tea, what else?
But it's all natural. It's out there. So
How many?
it's a drug.
You smoke when you get a headache? I'm gonna drink 16 Advils,
That's a lot.
but you're an asshole because you smoke
one.
once every now.
Well,
and
I
then.
don't smoke cigarettes.
Well, I don't do drugs. Just
And
I
I
got
don't
these
do
from my
marijuana
doctor.
either. Well, no. Nobody knows.
I got these from my doctor, so it's okay.
I'm just saying, man.
But people, yeah, like, I don't know. From what I've read and in reports, like marijuana has helped autistic kids,
Oh yeah.
control their, what do they call it? Epileptic kids control their
seizures.
seizures and stuff like that. So
Yep.
if it's helping people, why are we still,
signs.
Because the devils are gonna get inside you, Rennie.
No, I know that, pero
You can't make this legal.
true.
It's
Because
a
of
gateway
religion.
drug.
It's a gateway drug. It opens you
another
up to
myth.
other things, man.
Which is what?
Cheeseburgers.
Yes, pizza.
Yes.
And paranoia.
Actually, if there's a gateway drug is alcohol.
Yeah.
Because
Boom.
I've met people who have never puffed a cigarette in their life. There you go.
Never
Oh.
have. Never
but
ever.
have you had
touched a
it?
cigarette.
But can you remember being a kid and having a drink? Of course you
Of
can.
course, yeah.
That's the gateway. It's not weed.
See?
If you nobody goes straight into
That's a good one
smoking
right there.
cannabis. They go from there, but usually cigarettes and then something else.
Yeah.
But then if you keep on going, it's not universal. That's people. We've taken like a minute
That's true.
size of the problem and
yeah.
blew it up and said this is the main problem. No, let people do what they want with their bodies, right?
It's their bodies.
It's on you.
you know?
It's their
I'm just
bodies.
saying.
Exactly.
And what I was gonna say is like not only that, like people dying from car crashes from alcohol more than
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's,
I mean texting is a problem, but alcohol and drunk driving.
You know
and-
what
and
though?
it's
I think
crazy.
texting is worse, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Texting is worse. On my
Yes.
way home, fucking today, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
The light literally turned yellow. This person was like,
He's gonna take you a
Peggy
second.
Sticky Rank.
bro,
Yes.
yeah, this is. I got video footage of this bitch. This bitch literally slams on her fucking brakes on a fresh yellow light,
no.
bro. I'm like,
Almost
what the
rear-ended.
fuck, bro? I almost. She puts it in reverse and leaves it in reverse. Check this shit out.
No,
What?
so you're waiting for her
In
to hit the green
reverse?
light to hit you.
Yes.
That's why you recorded
Yes,
it. I've done that
Look at
too.
this. Look at this. Let's just listen.
I'm gonna record this idiot because she's stuck on reverse and she's gonna slam.
No, shh. Listen.
I'm gonna record this idiot because she's stuck on reverse and she's gonna slam into my truck.
Watch. I'm gonna fast forward. Hold on. Yo. Hold on. Listen. Shh. Listen.
Hey, dumbass, you're
Light turns green.
That's his horn.
And that's my horn. I record her. Yo, she goes. She starts reversing.
She was
into
still in
me.
reverse.
She was reversing into me, bro.
Only in Florida.
Bro, I love how he's so passionate about the drive that he's like,
Yeah.
oh, I've got to record this. Click.
Bro,
I've done this.
I'm videotape.
You've never had that situation where she's gonna back. Like I've been in that same situation.
She's
where
the first one on the line.
Yes. Yes.
The light turns green
Yeah.
and she hits her gas.
And it would back-
she's backing
Yep.
up into me, bro.
Was she a tourist?
I've done that before.
No, she's got a Florida tag and everything, bro. This is 101, bro. On the fucking cell phone person.
Oh,
I'm telling you 100%. She's on
but
her
why did she
fucking-
put it in reverse?
Oh
Though?
my god, the light's
She went
yellow.
probably a little bit past and
She
then-
slammed
and then
my
Oh,
back.
she wanted to come back.
She
Oh, I
caused
gotcha.
me. She
No,
caused
I
me
got
to
it, I got
slam
it.
on my brakes
No.
behind her
Yeah.
and skid my fucking. Almost went into the other lane, but I couldn't because there was cars next to me.
You know what? I know what I'm gonna get you for Christmas.
A dash
A
cam.
flying car.
Yes, sir. I've been
A
thinking about
dash
getting
cam,
one too.
360-degree dash
I
cam.
need a
Thanks,
flying
Peter,
car.
Always
for
on.
fucking it up.
I know exactly the wavelengths you're saying.
If it
I've been wanting one
records
too.
audio, you're gonna have some good footage.
But that has nothing to do with alcohol or marijuana.
no, that's cell phone.
That's
which is
stupidity.
worse. I think it's worse. I think the cell phone
Going
usage
back to
in
the worst
cars
drug.
I
is
think statistically you're correct.
It's worse
Yes.
than having drug drivers.
Yes. Well,
think
drunk
stati-
driving and maybe I don't know marijuana driving. I've never done it, so
No.
it's
No.
just as bad.
Having
Like you
cell
can get.
phones in your hand,
No, I'm
I
talking
bet
about.
you are 100% more dangerous than
Impaired.
drug drivers.
Yes,
You're more
I
impaired.
agree.
Yeah,
but
you're 100 more impaired.
but that
more
doesn't
impaired
mean
than being drunk.
that doesn't mean we're saying go ahead and drunk drive. Don't
Right,
just
right, right,
text.
right,
You know,
no.
that's what we're saying. So don't drunk drive.
No.
Don't marijuana drive.
Don't touch your
do
fucking
drugs.
phone.
Just drive.
Just drive.
Normally, yeah. You want your
If you
senses.
can't fucking
If not,
drive,
Be
somebody
safe.
will drive for you,
fucking
right?
Exactly, be
get
fucking
an Uber,
safe,
Get
you
a
know?
fucking Lyft. Don't be a dumbass.
There's options out there, and that's what I'm saying. So if alcohol is legal, why isn't marijuana legal or psychedelics? You know, like mushrooms
better
that
for
grow
you.
in the fucking earth.
Because
Psychedelics
it's
even
better
more.
for
Legal.
Is it
Legal?
even
well,
more?
not even more because
No,
they
it's
grow
even-
the same shit.
It's even more of a danger to the establishment.
Because of yeah.
Because
some of the
you,
tests,
again, you
yeah.
see again, it's from nature.
Yeah.
Is incredible how all these natural things are just no, you can't do that.
You don't need drugs.
Like it's not. It's in
Take a selfie.
If you did the psychedelics and other stuff from the tests and from what I've read, it's like you're curing. Well, not curing, but you can treat anxiety,
Yes.
depression,
and cure it.
Boom.
alcoholism. Yeah, like
I don't think you can cure
PTSD.
anything.
Yes,
Not
No,
cure,
I know.
treat.
I know what you're saying.
Treat.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying.
no,
I say treat.
I'm not
He's
saying
cure.
I'm saying cure in this sense. Because,
That's your belief.
no, but let me. You haven't even shared my belief.
If you're constantly dosing yourself, that's
No.
considered as a cure.
No, I'm talking about you do it and then you're done. No. Like for instance, ayahuasca. If you're familiar with ayahuasca, they have a
that's
very
not-
From what I read,
it's a very intense
not-
that's
psychedelic.
like
Very-
releasing
That's not
of whatever. Right?
cannabis, though.
No, we're talking about
No,
psychedelics.
psychedelics also. Cannabis and psychedelics.
My bad.
Yeah.
So people have gone in there that are like really deep into alcoholism or drug
Yeah,
addiction. Now,
yeah.
these things are not the norm. These
Right.
things happen it's not like you do this for sure you're gonna have that, right? But they've gone in there and what they say is that they saw their life in such a different, from a different vantage point, that the moment that they came back to regular reality, they were like, damn, like
I'm
I don't even want to do the alcohol anymore. It's like it's not gripping at them and pulling them. So they're essentially cured. But everybody has their own subjective experience to that.
Correct.
Because it's not like you have a virus and we're going to put penicillin or bacteria or whatever and it's cured. This is psychological. This has to do, mixed with the biological. It's a little bit of both.
Yeah,
So-
but I don't think I've never read anything except alcoholism. Anxiety? There's no cure out there.
No,
Not even on the psychedelic.
Erectile dysfunction.
there
Does that? Let me see. Does marijuana or
there are some
That-
or
herbs.
psychedelics
There's-
does it help for
Marijuana
ED?
definitely helps for that.
For ED, see?
EDS.
I didn't know that either. See, so why?
Or
Because the
erectile
blue pill
dysfunction
wants to keep the
syndrome.
blue pill
EDS.
going. So it's a yes.
I don't know. I don't speak from experience. But it definitely works for EDS.
ADS?
EDS.
It's in the game. What's EDS?
It's in the game.
Erectile dysfunction syndrome.
Holy fuck.
You know the whole
Technical.
name. He's never Googled it.
Damn.
Just read a fucking comic book, you fucking dumbasses.
Have some culture.
Jesus.
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 Why is it Jesus?
Well, you let me finish. I was gonna say Jesus and crackers.
Word of the day.
And that's what weed does
They're
to your
delicious.
brain.
They're delicious.
Remember that commercial?
Oh, there's your brain.
Remember that
So we're on
commercial? This
drugs.
is your brain.
What are you implicating?
We're on drugs.
No, not that. Not you. I
Could
was
be
just
liable for legal actions against defamation.
the
of
commercial.
character.
Like this is your brain on
Who
marijuana
here had
or-
a Dare shirt?
Oh, Dare too. Yeah, that was our.
Who still got
he
it?
was a fucking
No.
patrol guy.
That was
remember
no.
I don't think I had
Weren't you
one.
one of the guys?
Walk.
I was the safety patrol too.
Wow.
See, I work.
But you know that came the Dare.
If you were a safety
making
patrol,
so much sense
subscribe.
Dare to say no to drugs, right? That's what it was, right?
Dare to say no.
So it was Reagan. It was
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan.
Yes.
He
And
came
guess,
up with
and
his
guess what
wife,
that program
actually.
did?
Nothing.
Boosted drug use.
Yes,
It did.
yes.
Do you
sales,
think,
drug sales?
Rennie, do you
'Cause even the
think-
CIA
Well, if
was
use
selling drugs.
if sales is up, use is up.
do you think that they don't legalize it because all the people that are in prison for it?
Dude.
I don't think so. I think
I
no. I think they don't want to legalize it because it's just they don't know what to do.
It's so easy to.
It's in too
Yes.
many pockets
Arrest
right
people.
now.
Yes, it's just like
They're
like we
they're
were talking
trying to-
about
they're trying to
tobacco
figure out-
industry.
It's like us four controlled a big part of the economy. We're
Yeah.
like, all right, so we got to deal with this thing. It's not going away. How are we going to split this? Nah, I ain't doing that
No.
right now. Bye. It's
Yeah.
going to take forever.
Pharma's gonna pay
and
for
eventually,
this.
it's going to come a time where they're like, okay, it has to be done now, whatever it may be. And they're like, fine. The people want the darn plant. Fine, give them the plant.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the
Finally.
drugs are going to lose money. The pharma, all this stuff is going to just start doing.
I'm just hopeful. Like, man, you know how much potential this plant has to heal so many people on so many
It's
levels.
if they open it at the
If they
federal
were just
level.
open in federal level, we can explore
Test
it. Like
it,
we
test it.
now know that this is bull. What
like
he's given us before.
going back to
Let's
psychedelics,
learn
the same
about it.
shit.
Yeah.
Because it was not illegal.
It's
It started.
because-
People were testing, but then all of a sudden there was actually 2 professors in Harvard
Yeah.
Think about it.
that had a program
Listen,
in
though.
Harvard that
Hold
got
on.
fired that were doing that stuff.
Guys,
For
subscribe.
psychedelics.
Yeah,
Give you a heads up.
and marijuana.
Yeah. Okay, check this out. If it was fucking completely illegal, there goes the lumber industry. Again,
Why the
there
lumber?
goes the petroleum.
you
You
can-
can make
Oh, because of
engines
hemp?
that run on that.
True,
You
true.
can make
Engines?
paper. Yeah, bro. You can make engines that run on hemp oil.
Oh,
The
it's
first cars
oil.
were
It's oil.
were
It's oil.
originally
Pharmaceutical
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
companies.
I'm saying,
Would
why,
lose money.
why would you illegalize
The
this,
structure will
a
crumble
resource that
to
you
a certain
can
degree.
easily grow at whatever capacity you want it?
Because it's called a weed. So it grows on fucking, you can grow it out anywhere. Yeah,
exactly. Why would you
So-
legalize it?
Yeah, right? Makes sense now. Yeah.
you corner the market.
So it'll,
Control-
so
it has-
corn will go away.
the
or,
social implications.
Yeah.
Like, all the 1,000 people that are there for 20, 30 years because they had a dime bag,
Yeah.
they will have to go back. Right now, there's that
Yeah,
lady
yeah.
that got caught going to Russia with weed, right? The
Yeah.
basketball
Oh, the
player.
basketball, yeah,
So she can
WNBA.
put a ball through a hoop, so she gets escorted here. But there's people, meanwhile, here that are here 20 years.
She came
But
back.
because they got caught.
They,
She's still over there, but
No,
No.
they heard she got
No. They
sentenced for like 2
they
or 3
traded
years.
her.
negotiation. They did something.
they
So you'll
traded
do
her.
that for her,
but not on the
but someone's dad or someone's mom,
It's been in there 30
someone's
years.
son or daughter, for 30 years for a bag of a plant.
Yes.
Which goes back what I
bag
was
of
going to
oranges.
say too.
You got caught with nature in your pants.
that prisons nowadays aren't government run. They're
Privately
they're
owned.
owned privately, and they need certain numbers to make money. And
People
if
think
you
that's a conspiracy,
legalize-
though. People think that's not real.
But it's true though.
It's the
but if
freaking
you,
truth.
You legalize or make it illegal or legalize marijuana, a lot of the clientele that are in
Done.
prisons would be empty. You would
don't
have
know
to
about
start.
that.
No,
Yes.
Because you can up everything else. Just
Well,
don't patrol for marijuana.
The politicians pair up with big business.
No, yo entiendo,
right?
yo entiendo.
So what they do is they
and
have
farm, big farm, and all
yeah.
that.
So they have a mutually advantageous freaking situation.
Alcohol too.
So you fund me, I pass laws
alcohol.
that help you, and vice versa. So it's we have the illusion of two parties,
Yes.
but there is really a corporatocracy. You know,
Yeah, all of them.
It's
All
like
in
a form
bed.
of fascism. You know?
Regardless, I think marijuana is going to be legalized.
When will we have
I
a
cross-
politician that has the balls to say it, though? That's what pisses
When
me off.
politicians stop being funded by them, that's not going to happen until we change the law.
I think so.
And if we change the law with Roe v. Wade, we can do it with this.
Jesse, please run. Jesse Ventura, please run, because I know you're for it. I know you're for it.
He's
so.
in the jungles.
He's in Mexico chilling, surfing.
He's recording free
in
too.
Mexico, off the grid.
off the grid. I don't even have a cell phone.
I don't.
Don't.
But he's
No, but I think
He's well
eventually,
informed. I tell you that right
that's
now.
right.
I think eventually marijuana is going to be legalized.
Dude.
And
Mr. Ventura, we just heard somebody tweeted that you are awesome. I already knew that.
What is going on right now?
I don't know.
I don't know, I'm lost.
Disney-
But I think marijuana.
Subscribe.
In our
Yeah,
state,
you gotta hire him.
in our great state of Florida, Disney is a big proponent of anti-marijuana because they do not want it in their parks. They've said that openly that they do not want to have marijuana in their parks. So they pay a lot of money to keep it out of their parks, and I'm sure a lot of politicians to make it illegal in the state.
Because it's still federally illegal. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's
It's more
why
of an
Disney
image
does
thing.
it.
It's more of
It's
an
an
image
image
thing,
thing.
with Disney.
If the
Government-
federal
it's a
government
government
says
thing, yep.
yes, that's
Yep.
all it is, bro. That's what I think. My opinion.
What's that
So my opinion
area
is for
in
free.
Disney that's all like government, like supportive of
Reedy
military?
Creek.
Oh yeah, that's
Reedy Creek?
here in Florida.
And-
In Florida.
The Reedy Creek district.
Yeah, but that was
Inside
thrown
the
out.
Disney.
DeSantis.
Yeah, Reedy
did
Creek.
something.
It's their own private government, pretty much.
Yes,
run.
but then
No, I'm
DeSantis
talking
just
about
ruled it
inside
off.
Disney,
Yeah.
the resort.
He
What's
just
it
signed
called?
it.
I don't know. You're not explaining it
Greens,
very well.
something green.
Oh, the
What are you talking
Green Dunes or something.
what's the resort inside Disney?
That's military
They,
or
yeah,
whatever.
they don't wear.
The Green Dunes.
Shades
Shades
of
of
green.
green.
Yeah,
Shades of
that's
green.
military.
It's given to the military.
Because
There's
it's military.
bunkers out there. I'm telling you right now, with nuclear warheads and shit.
Dude, you imagine if Disney had an army, what it would look like?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
A whole bunch of fucking
like the military.
camouflage
That's what it would
fucking
look
Disney.
The most innovative
ears.
bombs ever.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. They don't mess around out there.
I think a rocket would pop out of the ground
Oh,
and
boy,
shoot
gee,
out
that's
into
swell.
space.
Oh, we got that.
But you know, going back to what you were saying, like why are these things still illegal?
Haven't you watched?
You don't- you-
He's talking.
I'm sorry.
You get mad when we cut you off.
No,
Hey,
he doesn't get mad.
subscribe.
Hey, but
gets
I
loud.
heard Mickey Mouse. Did you guys hear Mickey
Oh
Mouse?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, oh boy, gee, that's swell. Let him talk, okay? Please, let him talk. Shut the fuck up.
Who's still going with that same thing?
Daffy Duck.
That's Donald Duck.
Donald.
Oh, Donald Duck.
Donald, you got your Warner Brothers and Disney mixed up.
Fuckering Fuckatash Sylvester.
Hey,
Oh,
is that
that's
that
Daffy.
Look at that.
What the fuck? See? Don't sue me, it's Disney.
Dude, have you
Take us
ever
away, Mickey.
Ah, oh, hold on.
He
Oh,
does
no,
more
no.
than Mickey.
Oh,
No, hold on.
what were you going to
So,
say?
what-
Mike was
what do we
saying
think?
something.
Just to close it up with the marijuana.
Oh,
Because, well,
How about
Minnie
Michael's gonna
loves
say
it.
something?
Minnie loves it.
Minnie, after a long day at this park, let me tell you, dealing with those
No more
fucking kids
ED?
all day.
No more E ED.
No, I don't have that problem. That's a goofy problem.
So what do we think with marijuana? It's going to be federally, eventually.
When?
Legalized.
Come on.
That's
I don't
my
know- I don't know
question is when?
I think
don't know
I
when.
think we should legalize nature.
Legalize nature.
I agree.
Do you
I
legalize
agree.
all drugs? Do you go that far?
No,
Listen.
Well, if they're
If you can go pick up a
From nature,
bottle of
yeah.
bleach and drink it at your own will at any time, what's
And it's-
anything
well, that's
different?
definitely not nature.
I know,
yes.
but if you have the capacity to do that now and you have the
agree.
freedom to do that, and if
Right.
you want to knock yourself out with it,
Cocaine, heroin.
I hate that. You know, I would hope that people would think better. You know, but
Yeah.
people do-
Steroids for baseball.
dude, it's your body. Whatever you want, put
Do what you
Nutella.
want.
Put Nutella on your butt.
Exactly,
But
Nutella.
but for baseball, they could implement rules if you have those steroids.
No,
Bro,
league,
if they
league
let-
rules,
eligible.
no, league
If
rules
they
is
let-
one thing. If you're in your own personal house and you want to do those things, do that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My freedom ends at the tip of your nose.
If they
My
let
freedom,
you-
the freedom to swing my arms ends at the tip of your nose. That's really the whole idea.
Right.
If they let you buy a fucking juice bottle that says pure juice, and then on the side it says from 5% fucking
1% juice.
Yeah,
It says 100% juice. This is 1% juice.
like if they let you buy shit like that,
You bunch
why
of lying sexist shit.
is plants
Can I
illegal?
can I ask a military
Honestly.
question?
No.
No, am I allowed to ask this question?
Ask it. I
We're
might
running
tell you.
out of
I'll,
time.
curious
I'll
We're
answer
running out of time.
He said no.
No,
But
No,
it
he
depends
didn't.
if
No,
it's
he didn't.
illegal.
I don't want to get in trouble
We'll-
for saying
we'll
it, but
cut
is
it.
it frowned upon in the military to smoke marijuana?
Oh,
Of
yeah,
course.
it's illegal.
Oh yeah.
But doesn't it help PC, your issues and
Yeah,
stuff
but
like
no.
that?
I don't
But my
know.
first
I don't know
duty-
if it does or doesn't,
At
but
that point, you're probably not active member of the military.
no.
You signed up to
yes.
But
uphold.
they
in the-
would allow you to drink a beer.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
If you're old enough to drink a beer, but
you see,
see,
Actually,
I'm going with
they
because-
they might not.
they do if you come to work.
you can have a
can't,
beer.
You can't be drunk at work.
But if you can go and have a beer after work.
What I'm saying is,
After
that
work.
if
Yeah.
you're on
Just don't come
special
drunk.
Right, but
medication-
you
work.
can't do that with cannabis in the military. You can't just go after work. And
No, you
then-
can't. Yeah, you can't use cannabis. Period.
Period.
Because
So-
the military, it's federally
Yep,
funded.
correct.
So federally, when it does
So
go legal,
federal
that
laws.
it'll be fine.
Yes,
then, you think?
it should be.
And
No.
regulated like alcohol. When there's a test,
Yeah.
cannabis will become
Yep.
federally legal.
Your levels better be
When there is
very
a
low.
when there is a federally approved cannabis test, cannabis will become
so
legal.
when cannabis is
Federally.
legal,
Remember that.
and you're
Here,
in the
you heard
mili-
it on Rebel 11.
yes.
One more. I know it's a little off topic.
Wait.
Okay.
If it's legal, you're in the military, you're allowed to smoke it. Just make sure you
No,
smoke
you
shit.
don't.
That's not true.
Smoke
You
shit.
can't
Don't
smoke
listen to him.
weed in the military.
Don't do that.
Are you deaf?
No,
I said when it's legal for everyone, just do it.
Yes.
just do it.
Just as
Like
alcohol,
Nike.
it is. You can drink,
but you
can
still-
drink
you still might
alcohol
not be able to.
and be in the military, right?
Yeah, you're still on the contract.
So if the military says you can't drink, you can't smoke weed, then okay, I understand. But this is pretending that the military said you can. Just
They'll
depends-
never say you can if you
we,
choose.
we don't know that.
Joe.
Yo,
Yeah,
dude, he
possibly.
said pretending. Can you
Oh,
just
pretend.
let
I'm
him talk?
pretending.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fake.
Do you
Okay.
think it
Walking
eventually
Dead.
will it become a prescription, like some prescription
It's already-
drugs?
It already
there.
is like
It already
It's already
is.
there. Medical marijuana.
It's
already
medical
there.
here in
The,
Florida.
the better question
Yeah.
is are people going to be going in the backyard and plucking stuff? That's
Right.
That's
It's already there.
But without fear of
Punishment.
of incarceration for,
Yeah.
Well,
for
it's
growing a
there.
plant.
It's there.
It is there,
but
but,
it's
in
not-
different states, though.
Recreational
Yeah.
states,
here.
19
Not
states
here.
so
Dude,
far.
and then all
you
cro-
can
like-
grow whatever the law says. I think it's like 2 plants or something in the backyard because it's recreational. It's
Dude,
yours.
have you looked
can
into
grow.
those? Have you looked into the planes that fell down and they were full of cocaine? And it was there were CIA planes.
Really?
So like,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
So the CIA was bringing in like kilos and kilos
you-
of cocaine. So that goes into the reason why they're
The war
not
on
legal.
drugs.
Yeah, it's all together.
It's fucking
all
awesome
big-
you mentioned that because we just watched the show.
I've seen Snowfall.
That's where the CIA brought cocaine and that's how crack started.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude.
But it's
Awesome
true,
shit.
man. Like it's documented. It's there. So like we see it's getting more clear that everything that we thought was like good and wholesome or regular is not.
Yeah.
Like our pharmaceutical industry, our food and drugs, our education, our governance system, like all these different things. We're like now we have so much information that after a while we're looking around like, why do we do this like this?
Yeah.
So it's everything there to control us
So
and
do you-
guide us in
yeah.
a certain way.
Do you legally?
I think
a deep
I think it's
question. That's a
strategic.
deep question.
I think there's
a good
definitely
question,
I think
though.
there's a funnel
It's a
being
great
built.
question.
It's
It's a
deep.
great question.
Because
I think we're being funneled into a certain.
Do you legalize prostitution?
Yeah,
I agree too.
yeah.
It's their freaking body.
Their
bro.
body. Yeah.
It,
We do that already now with like
It's
porn
their
actresses.
body,
That's
yeah.
prostitution. You're paying. Well, no,
Technically.
I'm an actress. I'm like, well, you're like,
Only-
come on, it's a technicality almost.
OnlyFans,
Like I think really that's you're getting compensated for this act, right? We just
Right.
happen to have a camera.
it's two consenting adults doing something that they agree. Now, when it's
What you want.
non-consensual, then that's where there's the issue. But if there's a grown adults that are making decisions, what's the harm in that? Explain.
Yeah.
In our own private area that's being watched, they're being tested for all kinds of diseases. As long as
yeah.
you can regulate it, like that in some parts of Vegas, it's legal.
it's like boxers.
Right.
Are they prostitutes of the boxing craft?
And they're
That's what
having
they
their
are.
different faces split open and sharing blood.
They
and all
love to
this.
box.
Yep.
They're volunteering to hit each other in the face.
Yeah.
What do prostitutes do?
Yeah.
They volunteer to lay down and do whatever the hell they do,
Did you know that
right?
Relieve stress.
Which is the same shit.
it's the oldest profession on earth?
It
That
is.
is correct.
That's a fact.
That is a fact, and it's illegal.
And we don't even
Like, I'm
smoke.
not saying let's
and
go
we don't even
get some
smoke Mary
hookers.
J.
I'm not
certain
saying that.
states.
I'm just saying that to each their own. Yeah, what the heck? If they want to
True.
do that, like whatever. There's people that spend all sorts of money to look at girls' feet and just feet.
True. There's people.
Was it anybody here?
OnlyFans.
No,
Yeah?
I don't
I
want
don't know
that
about
shit. But Mickey Mouse is gonna take us out.
Oh boy, gee, that's well. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to Revu Lab. We got Tiki Tone over here in the corner. We got Mike right next to him. Oh boy. We got Joel in the back over there, aka Tito Magneto on Call of Duty. And we got the leader of the group here,
I'm
Rennie.
not the leader.
The leader of the group. It's his idea, yes. And of course, me, Mickey Mouse. Oh boy.
We are a team.
Later.